What's up guys, Charlie McGing from Charlie McGing Fitness and Nutrition, and today I'm going to go through the different squat variations that I use, neutral, wide and narrow, how to do these different types of squats, why they're useful for different situations, and the benefits and the drawbacks of both. So the first one that I'm going to show you is the neutral stance squat. So I'm going to put a video up here of how to get into that stance and how to squat like that. And it's basically your feet are kind of in a neutral, comfortable position, and you're not leaning forward or back, you're just going straight down and straight up. And I find this is the squat that you want to use for your strength squat sets and your strength building in terms of squats. So all of the 5 rep sets, I use this stance because I find it's the strongest stance. It engages the quads, the glutes and everything, and it's the easiest stance to just go up and go down and back up again, moving the most weight. As you can see, I move my feet 45 degrees and then forward and then 45 degrees again, and that's good. That's like a good general idea of where your feet want to be. Normally, with these neutral stance squats, what I do is I just go down to parallel and then up again, stop, and then down to parallel again. You'll see with the next squat variations how I do it slightly differently because they're more muscle building exercises. So the next one is the wide stance squat. So as you can see here, what I do is I put my feet a lot wider and I lean forward slightly, because when you lean forward a bit, you put more pressure on the quads and you take less pressure off the glutes and the hamstrings. So this is why people do front squats a lot, because if you have the bar closer to the front of your body, you're more likely to lean forward a bit and so put more weight on the quads. This is basically like a similar thing. You want to put your feet in a wide stance and you want to lean forward a bit, and basically what this is going to do is it's going to put a lot of tension in the inside of the quads. So this is going to help a lot with building the teardrop muscle, the lines in between the 2 big lines, and this type of squat variation is what has helped me bring up the lines and the definition in the inside and the middle of my quads the most in the last half year and the past year. So, and also because it's a muscle building exercise, I'm not trying to build real high strength with this. I'm trying to build that area of the quad. I'm keeping tension on the muscle, so I'm going down in the squat, immediately coming up and immediately going down again for 8 reps. For muscle building types of squats, you don't actually want to go down, stop, come up again, and then stop at the top and wait to do your next rep. You want to constantly be moving that muscle. You want to keep tension in that muscle, and so that's what's going to give you the best pump. That's what's going to give you the best muscle growth in that area. Okay, so the final squat stance is one of my favorite stances actually. It probably is my favorite because this one basically just completely rips up the quads, puts loads of pressure on the quads, and basically what it is the narrow stance squat. So what you do is you don't put your feet completely together. You put them like just inside shoulder width so it's comfortable, and then what happens is basically your legs, instead of when you do like a neutral stance squat or a wide stance squat, your knees like bend out as you go down. You're going to keep your legs dead straight as you go down in the squat. This is it's going to seem kind of weird when you first do it, and you're going to want to tend to lean forward, and that's good. Basically what you want to do is you want to keep your legs straight, you want to lean forward a bit, and you kind of want to keep the weight on your toes. So when you come down, make sure you're only coming down to parallel, you're not going deeper than that. When you come down, you'll feel a lot of the stress in your quads. You'll feel your quads like ripping up, and basically it's similar to the wide stance squat in that you want to come down to parallel and then up, and then just keep going up and down. You don't want to be stopping at the top, because you want to keep the tension on the muscle. And especially with these narrow stance squats, you want to really want to squeeze them as you come up. You really want to like focus on the muscle contracting, and so this exercise is going to bring a lot of muscle growth to your quads, especially. So you know, after a while, after a good amount of training, your quads are going to be a lot bigger because of this. So in general, these kind of squat variations I got from Tavi Castro, and if you've seen Tavi Castro's legs, they're pretty insane. And basically what I'll do is I have 2 leg days per week. One leg day I'm doing all my strength stuff, so I'm doing low reps, so about 5 reps per set with 4 sets of squats, and I'll do neutral stance on that. And I'll also do neutral stance on the leg press, doing the strength stuff exactly the same pretty much. This is where you want to be hitting your high weight and basically building your strength. In the second leg day of the week, it's mainly focusing on hypertrophy. So I'm doing the 8 rep sets, the 10 rep sets, the 12 rep sets, and basically what I'll do is I'll do 3 sets of the wide squats first, and then I'll move on to 3 sets of the narrow squats. And then I repeat this on the leg press with the wide stance and the narrow stance as well. So you can use all of the different squat stances, so you can get the benefits of all of the different types and kind of use them to build your strength and build your muscle growth as well in the same week and in the same program. So that's pretty much it. If you have any questions about this subject, please comment below. If you like the video, please hit like, share it around if you think it was useful, and I'll see you next time. Thanks.